Hey everybody, if you're tuning in, we'll get started here in just a moment. Well, while we're waiting for a couple people to join in, not quite 12 o'clock yet, but Hank and I are just see if we can't catch something here. Right now I'm actually out at a ranch that I've got under contract. Lucky guy. I mean, this is the person that's buying it, his dream to have a ranch like this. You know, nothing like having your own pond right here. So we'll give it just a little bit of time, see who all's gonna show up here. In the meantime, if you would please, I've got my tablet down here so I can see if anybody's messaging, but you know, let me know where you're from. Like I said, I always enjoy seeing where in the world everybody's from. Looks like I might be getting a little bit of sprinkle starting here. Hank's hunkering down in my jacket here, so he's probably being the smarter one. We got about 4 people showing up so far. Let's say hi to Hank. So there's Hank in his normal spot. Give it a few here. All right, 3 minutes, we'll get this started. I might be taking cover. And I'll be back. I gotta go and cover some stuff up real quick. I'll be right back. So I'll give you guys kind of a view. See, a couple of people were here and then they left. This is where I'm at today. This is the ranch. The inspector just got done. I got to meet with him and see how things went on this place. This house on the left was actually built, we think, early 19, maybe even the 1800s. A second here. You guys are probably dizzy as all get up. It's not my normal office setting. So yeah, bear with me. This is a little bit different here. All right, so let's see what we got. All right, don't forget to log on, say hi. So what we're going to talk about today. So my surgeon, she called Monday. Terry and I had a conversation with her. She clarified some stuff on the MRI and whatnot, what they believe to be. Okay, hopefully this stays. The clouds are coming in and messing with the Starlink over there on my truck. But anyway, like I said, the tumor has growth. It's a little bit concerning, of course. The fact of the matter is, though, do I just give up and quit and not continue what I've been? People think I'm just, avoiding it, whatnot. Yeah, I'm avoiding cancer or surgery, but the fact of the matter is, I'm also trying to avoid a life-altering surgery, one that is going to change everything I know in life. Will it potentially save my life? Yeah. But it also could jeopardize my life. Surgery's not always cut and dry and just this is going to work, and of course there's risk. Yeah, good thing I'm under this tree. But ultimately, I want to continue to try and cure this on my own and avoid this surgery. If I avoid this surgery, two things happen. One is no life-altering surgery. Two is the treatment proves to work and saves other people. The surgeon, of course, she still wants me to have the surgery. It's what she does. But she also wants me to be happy with my decision. She also wants me to be comfortable, and she doesn't want me having that doubt. Her words were that if I do the surgery and I'm not ready for it, and I'm not, for instance, I think that I could have done more, it's not going to. That's her words, and she's worried about it, what I'm doing, but at the same time, she's 100% supportive of what I'm doing, in the manner and the fact of she's gonna make sure that I get my MRI and my Flex Sig and another CAT scan in 2 months. We're gonna continue to monitor and the surveillance that way. I'm definitely being enrolled into her study that she's doing. So also just the fact that I'm on doing this study is helping her, give her some more information. She doesn't want me to jeopardize my safety by any means, and I don't want to jeopardize my safety, but the hard decision needs to be made, and that decision is I'm going to continue on. Hi there, Jill. I have to continue on. I still keep seeing what I feel is positive stuff that has happened with my body. I'm out here the other day, I didn't tell you guys, but when I was out here the other day after doing that last live on the way in, I ended up hiking with the client, and we did 4.5 miles total walking that day. The hike itself was about 3 miles. I haven't done that in over a year and a half. Honestly, there's no walking that I've done that even comes close to that. And for it to be hiking was amazing. The neuropathy was hurting me pretty bad, but my endurance, I had my endurance. I was able to do what I needed to do, and you talk about excited and just tickled me pink. My watch, like I've told you guys, I'm watching it on my health meters and stuff. All that stuff is increasing. So I feel really good about it. I really do. Of course, there's that chance that it could get worse. It could spread the above, but I'm going to continue doing the Fenbendazole. I've got the Fenbendazole from Scenair Labs that I was using. I have shipped it off to a lab over in, I believe it was Connecticut. That got shipped out Monday or Tuesday, and it's overnighted. So hopefully in about 10 days or so, we'll know if that stuff was real or if it had anything in it. If it didn't have anything in it, definitely could explain why the tumor had some growth to it. If it didn't have anything in it, you know, I'm not going to be happy about it. It put me 2.5 months behind, if so. But what do? You carry on, you keep a good attitude, and you do what you got to do. And what I had to do is I went to the Safeguard. I've been taking that Safeguard now for, well, ever since we got back from Phoenix. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's snow sleeting right now on me. You know, I'll keep doing that. So we're starting to get a few more people here. That's great. Luckily, these videos, you can keep watching them from the beginning. My jacket, in case you missed it, Hank's in there, just moving around. Where's he at? There he is. Say hi. Okay, so questions, comments. A lot of stuff I get off of the internet is positive. Still getting a lot of those negative people. It's okay. They can be negative. They're scared. They can be scared for me if that's what they say. They can tell me whatever. I don't care. They're not. Those people are not so important to me. They're not part of my everyday life. You know, I just brush it off. You know, I don't need that negativity though, so if any of those people are watching and they want to be negative, just keep it to yourself. I don't need it. My wife is my support. You guys are my support. I know there's a lot of you supporting me, and that positivity definitely helps, and I appreciate every bit of it that you guys give. You know, the fact that more and more people keep joining and subscribing tells me that either I'm doing something right, or at least I'm helping others. You know, I keep as positive of an attitude as I possibly can, and just hope that it encourages others. You know, I know there's a few of you that are watching that are in a much worse situation than I am, and I hope I bring positivity to what you're doing and what you're enduring, and hopefully maybe even a little bit more than that. So Janice, just tuning in. Actually, I'm down on what they call the blue in Arizona. I'm gonna give you guys a little view of it again. Like I said, it's snow and sleeting again, but it's beautiful down here. This pond that I'm standing in front of was actually, from the records we got, there's a little creek over there that comes into this pond, and this pond was hand dug in 1888 is the records. The ditch and the pond. It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, lucky guy. This guy, he's gonna have a hard time shaking me as a friend, because I'll be down here knocking on his door saying, hey, let's go fishing, let's go hunting, let's go hiking. Every time we've come out here, we've found antlers. But you talk about positivity and giving yourself renewed energy and all that good stuff. Out here is it. This place is 100% surrounded by Forest Service. There is no private property around it. Oh, hey, get back here. finding a warmer spot maybe. Okay, so what questions do you guys have? It is a Q&A, of course, and I know I can talk forever, but you know, I want to know your guys' questions too. I mean, obviously, if you're tuning in, you're probably supporting me and rooting for me, which is awesome. I'm gonna try to schedule this for an hour, but we'll see. So 1 o'clock, we'll shut this down. I'm gonna do a little bit about things, as you know. Terry, if you wanted to know about her, she's doing pretty well, and this concerns her, but she's 100% behind me. She in that we're gonna avoid. She 100% supports what I'm doing. Well, maybe 99. She probably has that percent that she never tells me about. She just wants me to make sure that when it's time, if it's time ever to have surgery, I do it. You know, I think that's probably the most important thing is if I have to have that surgery, I need to be able to identify its time. And if I let that go too long, yeah, that's bad on me. And that's what would hurt me. But you know, you have to do something. I'm actually, I don't know if anybody's interested in these. I'm gonna have some coin struck. And the reason I'm gonna do it is it's been pretty important to me ever since I even found out about cancer. There's tons of different ribbons. Every cancer has its own color ribbon. But there's one thing that we all have in common, and it's not a ribbon. It's that we're all fighting the fight. There's no one person that's fighting really a different fight. It's just a different level. The coin, basically, it's going to have encouragement on both sides. And it's basically going to say, I will beat this, and on the other side, I will win. It's things that people, when they're down, can pull out of their pocket and see. It's a challenge coin, so it's an inch and a half or so. I'm gonna give some of those away, and then I'll post those where people, if they need to, they can buy them. But I think I'll just give a lot of them away, because especially when I go into the cancer centers, I go into the cancer centers every once in a while, even though I don't need the treatment right now. I like going in there. Hank goes in there sometimes with me, and it just, hey, let's go in and, you know, spread some cheer. Like I said in the past, I've gone into when I started going in there, people were just down. You could just see that they weren't happy. They didn't want to be there. Nobody did. But I went in with that attitude of, hey, let's smile, let's talk, let's joke around a little bit, and let's have some kind of fun. So many people in there just didn't know what to do. A lot of people didn't, you know, just like myself, when I went in, I was scared to death. All I could think of is I'm getting ready to put poison into my body. If you've never had to inject chemo, I don't think you honestly know what it would be like. The whole fact that it's going into your body and changing things and killing things is a really, really, really weird idea and feeling. You know, you could feel it going in. You can feel the changes with the kind I was on anyway. In half an hour, I could feel a difference. And it was not always a good difference, or never was a good difference. Some people get, you know, a little dizzy, go into the bathroom, wash your hands, and now all of a sudden that water is like ice picks going into your hand. Um, you know, people just need that cheering up. And I mean, even if you have a chance, especially if you are a survivor, if you are fighting, don't be afraid to go back and visit. Bring some cheer to those people. Let them know it's going to be okay. I mean, I have gone over to people that I could tell they were having a horrible time. I made a really good friend. I went in there, and she was worried. I could see this person stressed out. I went in there and I started talking to her, and she was worried about her hair never growing back and all that. I told her, it comes back this color and it's all super soft. And she goes, really? I go, yeah, you want to feel it? And she goes, yeah. And so I take my hat off, and she's all rubbing my head as her husband walks in. He's like, what are you doing? Anyway, she tells everybody that story. And that right there loosened it up for her in her life and made it to where her treatment that day was good. You know, like I said, if you have the opportunity to go into a cancer center, do it, because those people need something. Hank goes in, he'll go sit with people. He is a great therapy dog. He loves everybody for the most part, unless you have some kind of bad aura maybe, but he'll go sit with anybody that wants to sit with him. And not a lot of questions today, making me talk. But that's back to the challenge coin. I want to be able to. I originally thought of a pin, but I think this challenge coin is going to be the ticket. You know, go into the cancer center, you see those people that are just down, just hand them one, and they're going to look at it and they're going to think about what it says. And what it says is that they're going to survive. They're going to make it. You know, we can't. Oh, that's the other side of it. It says, I don't have it in front of me, sorry. And I'm still working on that. And you guys know my memory sucks, but not submit to fear. That's what we all have to do. With cancer, if you submit to fear, you're going to do things that you shouldn't have done, or that you're going to do whatever you're told. If you ever thought that you want to fight something in a different way, you're not going to, because that fear is going to overtake you. And when that fear overtakes you, you're going to be in the wrong. I guarantee it. Even at this point, you know, like I said, trying to figure out what I was going to do exactly, I had to get past that fear once more. That fear returns on a regular basis. It doesn't really go away. It's always going to be in the back of your mind, but you've got to get past that fear. When you get past that fear, things will open up for you. I read something this morning, the only case, and that's 100%. So yeah, Lisa, oh sorry, I gotta keep flipping stuff so it stays dryish. Lisa, I am on a special diet. Reconnect. Okay. A lot of people talking about keto and being on keto and how they're eating this and how they're eating that, and I look at it and I just can't what they're eating. Everything that has a net carb in it is going to turn to glucose. I eat leafy greens, fish, I eat chicken, I eat beef and deer and elk, and that's pretty much all I eat. There's some sauces and stuff that I found with less than 1 carb, and they're not net carbs. I did, however, have to start doing 2 of my protein shakes a day. I quit doing them because they did have some carbs in them. I looked them up. I've done the research, and it's saying that the protein I'm doing is it's 2 net carbs per serving. I don't want those 2 net carbs twice a day, but if that's what I need to keep weight on, then so be it. It's really hard to keep weight on when you're doing pretty much just a carnivore diet. Terry's losing weight, which is what she wants to do. You know, she's down about almost 10 pounds almost, and that's good for her. But, you know, I can't afford to lose very much weight. I was actually looking at pictures the other day, and I think I'm fat on keto or whatever you want to call this. It's time to start working out again. And the beauty of this is I'm actually able to again. I'm able to start working out again. So, you know, that's that. Lisa, you asked if my heart, do you start having heart flutters? The heart flutters and the racing heart came around the time I started my second week of chemo. That was one of the times I didn't know what was going on, didn't know if I'd wake up the next day. It's not stopped. It's gotten a little bit better recently. Just, I think it's the things I'm wearing on my legs that I don't have on right now that I probably need since I'm standing here so long. So if I start bouncing around a lot, you know why. But luckily, when I had the Holter monitor on yesterday, I was on a Zoom call, and it started happening quite a bit. Underrated meat, in your opinion? I don't understand what that one means, Josh. Maybe clarify on that one a little bit. Did you get the Fenbendazole tested? I'm in the middle of that. You may have missed that at the very beginning. Yeah, I've got that sent off, and we should have, I'm actually compiling a video as the steps go on. We'll have that out whenever we get the results. I like how your dog just chilling. Yeah, he's about the most chilled dog when I'm out. Man, the clouds are really messing with the service on my Starlink. Oh, he sees somebody. So anyway, you know, chemo, I'm gonna do a whole segment. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna do a whole segment on the traditional treatment versus alternative treatment. I'm gonna do a whole video on how each one of them have made me feel in different ways. How, you know, the side effects, the differences altogether. I mean, it's night and day. I'll tell you that much. And I wish I would have taken it to a little bit more at heart, not had that fear at first, and tried alternative medicine first. But you know, when they tell you you got cancer and they tell you you're almost stage 4, you do what you gotta do, and you do what you feel is right. It's just how it is, you know. Fear will overcome. But like I said, once again, that challenge coin, and just start reminding yourself that you can do it. You can get past the fear. If you get past the fear, you're good. I want to read this. My friend is undergoing chemotherapy right now. She was told not to take vitamin C, and did they tell you? Yes. I asked my oncologist. Because I know, and he said that the vitamin C would counteract what the chemo does. So don't take the vitamin C. So what does that tell me? Does that tell me that they know something and they don't want you to use it? Or does it really mess with the chemo? I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly, but I know that my oncologist did not like anything at all whatsoever alternative. The CBG I've done since day one. Actually, I started doing it prior to even that the CBG had a big part in getting me clear in the first place. I think that where I screwed up is, instead of doing 3 capsules of my CBG a day, I started only doing 1 to half of one a day for maintenance. And then there's times I forgot to do it a couple days. And I really think that I should have kept on with the CBG. I think I should have never even reduced it. And I also think that I should have started fenbendazole after I got done with radiation. Being that the cancer started a reoccurrence in the same spot, a reoccurrence of the same exact kind of cancer, a reoccurrence, everything that above tells me that those cells were not dead. And whether those cells be actual cancer cells or those cells be parasites, which I got another video coming on that too, just so you know. I'll have a video up here, hopefully in a week or two, that is going to show you the parasite that I found. But that tells me something was not completely gone. That's the only way that you could have a reoccurrence. That's why they want to cut it out of you, so that way they take that part away. That's why they want to take the margins. The margins are probably the parasite eggs, you know, that haven't done anything, haven't hatched yet, haven't progressed. Whatever it is, that's why they do the cancer or the surgery. But my question also is, why did I go through chemo and chemo radiation only to have everything completely removed, which is what they're talking they want to do now anyway? Why did we go through all that? What is it that they're trying to kill somewhere else that the surgery's not going to take care of? Why do people go in, have a bowel resection, get put back together, and go into chemo if they removed that cancer? I think there's some questions to be answered there. And at the time, once again, it was the fear-driven is why I went along with doing everything they said to do. So I don't know. Doc said to take vitamin C with iron. Are you still taking iron? I was never taking iron. I don't know that I have an iron deficiency. I probably get plenty of it from meat. But I need to find a vitamin C that's, okay, we're reconnected. Vitamin C is good for you anyway, and I'm not getting it now that I'm not able. Oh man, sorry if it's reconnecting and blurring out on you guys. Just bear with it, it'll come right back. Anyway, yeah, the vitamin C I want to do, not high potency vitamin C, just enough to make sure that my body stays healthy, that I stay healthy. You know, the turkey tail mushroom, I've thought about that. It's not a bad idea. I just don't want to cloud up having so many different things on a protocol. I'm trying to keep, like I told you guys in the past, I'm trying to keep this protocol as simple as possible. Now, if this fails, will I be upset that I didn't do everything like some people are doing just to make sure it goes away? I might be a little disappointed, but you know what? At the same time, I still know that there's only so much you can do. There's only so many different things that you should add to one protocol. That's pretty much all there is to it for me. So I'm just gonna stick with my protocol that I've been doing. Pray, hope, you know, give it everything I got just to make it work. I truly believe between CBG and the fenbendazole and the turmeric and the, you know, I think that will do the job if it's what I think it is. I've also got another video that I'm working, well, part of that parasite video. We're going to go over why fenbendazole may not work for certain things. Some things have come to light that I believe 100% fenbendazole is not going to work. It should work on what I've got going on, but there are some cancers that I truly, truly, truly believe it's not going to work on. So, you know, look forward to that video. I can only get out so much at a time, but you know, I do have to work. Luckily, my job is like this. And just in case you have missed a lot of the video, this live, you can rewatch it after I'll be able to republish it when I'm done, and it'll be able to be viewed. So don't worry if you missed some stuff in the beginning. So the fenbendazole was sent to a lab. Yes, yeah. So that's all done. We've talked about that. I'm going to continue. There we are. Okay. Sorry, May 5th is should be my next flex sig and my next MRI. The May 1st is going to be my CAT scan, and somewhere in between there I'll get my CEA tested again. Kind of excited on the CEA, see what it does. I would like to think that CEA for me means something. I'd like for, you know, it may not. It's been all over the place. It never really climbed super high, so, you know, I don't know how reliable that is. I mean, I'm excited to see when it's low, because that obviously means good things. But you know, if it's not good, it's not good. Or I mean, if it doesn't show that the tumor is or is not growing, so be it. We've got physical and pictures and imaging. I'm still considering, just because I am still considering having the MRIs reread, just to be on the safe side, or just to give me peace of mind maybe. But you know, May 5th, I think I'm gonna wait till May 6th actually to do any of that. Why spend that money if you don't have to? You know, that's another thing, is there is cost involved with everything that you do on your own. You gotta know when to call it quits for everything, and you gotta be able to not harm your family financially or emotionally, or, you know, I gotta be here for them, and I gotta be able to provide for them still. So certain things are just on hold as far as testing goes. The CBG, I do need to also get that tested too. I want to know exactly what's in my CBG that I'm making. Like I don't know if I told you guys, but I have a friend who is in they have a CBD store, and I've been asking her for a while to find something CBG, so that way other people can afford it, other people can get their hands on it. CBG is one of the hardest things, it seems, to find. Fenbendazole you can order on Amazon, but the CBG has been a little bit more trying, and she did finally find something that she feels is a really good product. So we're going to test mine against the one that she found, see what the components are, see what the strength is, and if this works, you know, at least you guys or whoever needs it, it'll be available. You know, it's pointless to do something like this and tell everybody it worked and then them not be able to get their hands on it. That'd be just as bad as the government doing a study and saying, well, we found the cure for cancer, but too bad, we're not going to give it to you, you know. So that's my goal. The marketing and everything of it, she's actually asked if I want to join in and be a partner on that one. And I think I'm going to, because it could help people, and I could have some control over pricing, which means it'll be affordable for people. I don't want things to be, you know, $10, $20 a day. People can't afford that. $5 a day for what you need is more reasonable. You know, once you go on a special diet and kick out Starbucks, you can afford your own treatment. Not that I'm a Starbucks type of drinker. I drink coffee straight black. I don't have a problem with sugar on that. But you know, a lot of them Starbucks, if you guys do Starbucks, watch that. Watch those energy drinks. A lot of that stuff is feeding cancer bad, in the fact that the amount of sugar alone in a Starbucks is generally around 50 grams, I believe. Not to mention any carbs. So added sugar plus carbs. I mean, just, it's bad. I don't know how America's surviving on Starbucks. And it's just feeding the industry more. I would actually challenge everybody listening right now. I would love to make a challenge for you guys, and take a day and add up your sugar and carb intake and post it on the video when when I republish this. I think you will probably surprise yourself. Look up you can break down and look at Google how many carbs are in 1 ounce of anything, and then net carb it. See how many net carbs are on there. How many of you would even do that? I mean, we've got 21 people supposedly watching now. How many people would actually be able to put that on there? And how many of you think that you're under 100 grams of sugar a day? I think it'll surprise you. I really, really think it'll surprise you. Terry, my wife, her total grams of sugar prior to going on this diet was right around 50 grams of sugar, between net carbs and sugar, every morning, just for breakfast. We don't really think about that till, well, it's probably till it's too late. Why would we? We're healthy. We're functioning. We're doing everything we love. We're eating well. We're doing whatever, right? We're happy until we're not. And that's why I challenge you to do this. If you watch this video and you see this part, I challenge you, take a day and add up the net carbs and sugar and post it on this video, because it may save you later. Do I miss sugar? Well, considering now I get about probably a total of 1 gram of sugar a day, and I don't even know where that comes from. I just put it out there that it could be a gram, because I'm not gonna lie to myself. I know there's somewhere that has gotten into my diet. I don't know what it is because of what I eat, but I'm gonna just say that I probably do get 1 gram of sugar a day. My carbs are under 10 carbs a day, total carbs. And that's total carbs, not net carbs, total carbs. And I'm okay with that. But it's really weird not grabbing a cream horn, not grabbing a Little Debbie, not grabbing an apple. I've got fruit trees in my front yard. I'm thinking to myself, wow. I get out there in my garden, I'll eat tomatoes and I'll eat asparagus right off the plant. I mean, I'll sit out there and munch strawberries, whatever. Yeah, it might be a little different story this year. I might be growing a lot more spinach and leafy greens, but that's okay. The asparagus will always be there just because it keeps coming back every year. But, one or 2 bites of asparagus, it's not going to hurt me, but it's going to increase my net carbs a little bit. Maybe I need to do a video on what I do eat, show you guys some different sauces that I've found. you know, I'm a big fan of chicken wings. I love chicken wings. Um, I've found a few different things that are really, really good on that. So let me know if you guys want me to do a video just on that, because, you know, it might help everybody. um, the videos that you see that, you know, I don't do just cancer videos. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of those other ones. My focus was never to focus just on cancer, but since it's helping people and you guys are showing me so much support, which is helping me tremendously, I'll keep doing these cancer videos. I want people to know the progression. I want people to know if it works or doesn't work. I still want to interview a few people. I'm having a hard time getting anybody to come forward. I don't know why. I don't know why people have such a hard time admitting they have cancer or letting people know what they're dealing with. It may just be that I've always been a very open person. I've always been just whatever, you know, I mean, I don't care. I'll show you my doctor stuff. I mean, I'll you know, of course, I'll black out certain things that are critical that could jeopardize my identity, or identity theft stuff. But heck, I'll share my phone number with anybody out here on the internet. I'm not afraid, but I do believe that if you're a cancer patient, yeah, I really could use you on the channel here. I need to be able to interview people so other people understand it's not just me like this. You know, they need to know if something cured you. They need to know if something helped you. They need to know how to get past certain things. Yeah, Tony, Tony Soprano there, been asking me to check my vitamin D and all that, and I do need to get on that. So anyway, Kingfish, big supporter. All of you are, really. I can't say enough for you guys. You can ask my wife. Every once in a while I get choked up. Not as much as when I was going through chemo. Everything, when I was going through chemo, I would sob at stories. I couldn't help it. Yeah, Sunset, they probably could find my address. I'm not worried about my address. You know, with my real estate company and everything else I do, there is just no stopping me as far as, you know, being in the public eye. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to sign off. Someone's pulling up to this ranch and there's nobody else supposed to be up here. But I really appreciate all of your prayers, all of your advice, information, whatever. But keep it up, and we're gonna have more of these. Leave a message if you would, a few likes, make sure you share this, all the above, because that's what helps drive this. And I'm all about the more people I can help, the better off we are. So, you know, let's help everybody. It's not just about me, it's not just about you, it's about everybody. And look forward to